Division of direct and inverse proportions. Direct proportions. Two quantities x and y are said to be in direct proportion if whenever the value of x increases, then y also increases. So if you are increasing x, y is also increasing. If the value of x decreases, then the value of y also decreases. In such a way, then the ratio x upon y is constant, that is k. So whenever this satisfies, okay, then we say that the two quantities are in direct proportions. Now if it is given to you that the two quantities are in direct proportions, then we have x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2 is equals to x3 upon y3, where y1 is the corresponding value of x1, y2 is the corresponding value of x2, y3 is the corresponding value of x3. This is nothing but this is the constant k. So this formula holds true when x and y, they are in direct proportion. Now let us take this question. An electric pole 14 meter high casts a shadow of 10 meters. Find the height of a tree that casts a shadow of 15 meters under similar conditions. So here you have two objects. One is the electric pole and other one is the tree. Under similar conditions, suppose the sun is here, they cast a shadow. So this is the electric pole, it is casting a shadow. And this is the tree, it is casting a shadow. So here the shadow length is given to us 10 meters and the height of the tree electric pole is given to us 14 meters. You need to find out the height of the tree when the shadow which it casts is 15 meters. So you can see the more the length of the shadow, the more the height of the object. The smaller the length of the shadow, the smaller is the height of the object. So if I consider this as x1, then the corresponding value y1 is 10. This is x2 you need to find out and the corresponding value y2 is given. So when the two quantities are in direct proportions, we just now discussed that x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. So let us write it down. x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. This is for direct proportion. Whenever the two quantities are in direct proportion, we have this formula. So x1 value is given to you as 14 and the corresponding value is 10. x2 value you need to find out, corresponding value is 15. So x2 is 14 into 15, we cross multiply it upon 10. So you can cancel now 10 and 15 by 5. So you get here 2 and you get here 3. You can cancel 2 and 14. So you get here 7. So 7 into 3 you get as 21 is the height of the tree. Now let us take this question. A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 kilometers per hour. How far will it travel in 20 minutes? Second part, find the time required to cover a distance of 250 kilometers. So this is given to you. Distance traveled in kilometers and time taken in minutes. So 75 kilometers, the corresponding value is 60. So the first part is says, how far will it travel in 20 minutes? So you need to find out how far it travels in 20 minutes. So you have to find out the value of x. So here you can see if the vehicle is moving at a uniform speed, then with the same speed, it is going to cover more distance if the time taken is more. And if the time taken is less, then it is going to cover less distance. So they are in direct proportions. Which two quantities are in direct proportions? Distance traveled and the time taken, they are in direct proportions. So when two quantities are in direct proportion, we have x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. So here if I take this as x, distance traveled if I take it as x, then this is y. So here 75 is x1 corresponding value is 60. x2 is x here, you need to find out, and the corresponding value here is 20 minutes. So you need to find out the value of x. So x is equals to 75 into 20 divided by 60. So 75 into 20 divided by 60. So you can cancel 20 and 60. So you can cancel it. You get here 3. You can now divide 75 by 3. So when you divide 75 by 3, here you get 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 fives are 50. So you get here 25 kilometers. So this is 25 kilometers. Now let us take the second question. Find the time required to cover a distance of 250 kilometers. So you need to find out the time taken when the distance covered is 250 kilometers. So these two quantities are in direct proportion. So we are going to use the formulas, the same formula which we have used. X1 upon Y1 is equals to X2 upon Y2. So here X1 it is 75, the corresponding value is 60, X2 is given to as 250, and Y2 here you need to find out, that is Y. So value of Y is, we are going to cross multiply this. So this goes in numerator Y and this comes in the denominator 250, I am keeping it in the same place. So 75 comes here. This goes in the numerator into 60. So we can now cancel it. Let us cancel this with 25. So you get here 10 and you get here 3. We can cancel 3 and 60. So what you will get here? You will get 3 ones are 3 and here you will get 20. So you get 200 minutes is the time taken to travel 250 kilometers. 6 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. How long will it take if only 5 pipes of same type are used? So in this question, it is saying that there is a tank. This tank has to be filled with water with the help of 6 pipes. So when the 6 pipes are used, it takes 1 hour 20 minutes to fill the whole tank. Now the number of pipes are reduced. Now it is only 5 pipes and the same tank has to be filled with water. So it will take more time to fill the tank. When the number of pipes are more, it will take lesser time to fill the tank. If the number of pipes are less, it will take more time to fill the tank. So number of pipes and time taken to fill the water in the tank, they are in inverse proportion. So in this question, it is given to you that number of pipes when we are using 6, it takes 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes and this 20 minutes. So time taken in minutes is 80 minutes. 60 plus 20 is 80. In the second case, 5 pipes are used. You need to find out how much time it will take to fill the tank. So these two quantities are in inverse proportion, number of pipes and time. So if I assume this to be x and this to be y, then for inverse proportion, we have x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. Your x1 is 6, the corresponding value is 80, that is y1. x2 is 5 and the corresponding value y2 you have to find out. So y2 is 6 into 80 divided by 5. So y2 is 6 into 80 divided by 5. So we can cancel 5 and 80. So you get here 16. So 16 into 6, it is 96. So this is 96 minutes it will take for 5 pipes to fill the water in the tank. 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours. How many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 years? So in this question, it is saying that there are 15 workers and they are taking 48 hours to build a wall. So how many workers will be required to build the same wall in 30 hours? So if there are more workers, they will take less time to build the wall, and if there are less workers, then they are going to take more time to build the wall. So the number of workers and time taken to build the wall, they are in inverse proportion. So for inverse proportion, we have this formula: x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. So if I assume here x as the number of workers and y the time taken to build the wall. So let us substitute the values. When there are 15 workers, the time taken is 48 hours. You need to find out the number of workers, that is x2, and the time taken by them is 30 hours. So x2 is 15 into 48 divided by 30. So x2 is 15 into 48 divided by 30. So let us now cancel it. So you can cancel here by 15. So you get here 2. Now you can cancel by 2. So you get here 24. So 24 workers will build the wall in 30 hours.